Montreal, Washington ain't the only game that we are talking about hours before it starts, because I wanted to head over to Edmonton. Because today, we have Game 3 of the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers Western Conference Finals Series, wherein the Kings are leading 2-0. I know we haven't been talking too much about this series, but we did make a video yesterday talking about Stuart Skinner and just how bad he has been in this series so far. He has been the worst NHL goalie in the past 3 years in the playoffs, based off of the advanced analytics. Now, we got some big news heading into today's contest, because it turns out Stu Skinner doesn't look like he's going to have an opportunity to make his numbers even worse. Because today, it was revealed that Cal Pickard is indeed getting the start for Edmonton in Game 3. And Oilers management says they're confident in their goaltending. They say they don't need another goaltender to help them out. They have the team that they need. Oh, Stu Skinner helped us get to the finals last year, so we'll be fine. But nah. Stu Skinner has himself a, what's the gosh darn number again? Let's look at it one more time. An 810 save percentage in 2 games played. 611 goals against average. My gosh, man. He had a 901 in the save percentage department last year. That seems like a world away. It was just a year ago. They made the Stanley Cup Finals. But now, with Cal Pickard in net, hopefully the Oilers are able to... Okay, do you want to say hopefully? I don't know. Hopefully for their sake, they are able to bounce back and start stringing together some saves. The Oilers allowing 6 goals against in both of these games against LA. Definitely not great. It's not even just the goaltending. The defense needs to tighten itself up as well. Cal Pickard, can he be that saving grace? You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Agree or disagree. However, I also wanted to dive into another tweet as posted and talked about by Paul Bissonnette on social media. This was from 2 days ago when the Oilers lost Game 2. The Kings are the real deal. The Oilers are on the ropes. Who starts for Edmonton next game? Is McDavid putting up with this much longer? It's ugly. And one of the top replies says, McDavid will follow the Great One and go to the Kings. McDavid to the Ducks. McDavid to the Leafs. McDavid everywhere. McDavid crying. Everybody is talking about Connor McDavid. And, you know, I just wanted to dive into that topic in this video. Is Connor McDavid going to get fed up with this? Is he going to inevitably leave? Where does his headspace lie? Really, the top answer is we don't know. And that's a boring answer, but I think it's the realistic one at this point. Because Connor McDavid is committed to Edmonton. He is signed on till the end of 2025-2026 at $12.5 million a year. A contract that once was, and for many years was, the highest AAV in the league. However, because his contract expires next year, Connor McDavid will be eligible for an extension July 1st this year. Which means that by the time July 1st rolls around, the Oilers are eligible to sign him to an extension. If they're not able to do that right away, let's say July passes by, August passes by, September passes by, and Connor Mac doesn't have a contract, you might start to be a little bit worried if you're an Edmonton Oilers fan at that point. Because Connor McDavid walking right up to July 2026 free agency would be a total crap show in the NHL. The whole league could potentially fall apart. McDavid could get, let's say, 15 or $16 million AAV on the open market. Maybe 17 or 18 because the cap's going up. Connor McDavid becoming an NHL free agent in 2026 at the ripe old age of 29 years old would shatter the league and its cap structure. It would go crazy. But ultimately, the question here is that a possibility? Would Connor McDavid put up with the Oilers and what they're putting out on the ice for much longer? Is it really a symptom of goaltending being the biggest issue? Because a lot of folks are going out there and saying, hey, like, the biggest issue with Edmonton is the goaltending. It's the defense not stepping up, and it's the goaltending not bailing out the defense for not stepping up. You can win hockey games, you can win series, you can win Stanley Cups off the backs of elite caliber defense and subpar goaltending, and you could also win Stanley Cups with elite fantastic goaltending and subpar defense. You can't have subpar goaltending and subpar defense. You need to get at least one of these aspects to fine-tune itself and become elite. You can't rely on McDrysaitel to go out there and do everything, to score, to defend, to keep the puck out of the net, to be the goaltender. You can't rely on those guys to do it. You can't expect to win every game 7-6, 8-5, 9-7. That's improbable. And with the LA Kings, they've been going out there and shutting down Connor McDavid more than they have in the past. Take a look at this. It's a post made by Big Head Hockey on Twitter from yesterday. Why is McDavid down 2-0 to LA right now? A big part of it comes down to zone entries and how LA has implemented a new system under Jim Hiller, which McDavid cannot capitalize on. In the past 3 years, LA has run the 1-3-1 neutral zone trap. The purpose of it is to clog the middle and force dump-ins, slow the game down. The kryptonite to this model is speed and puck control that can burn through the setup. Enter Connor McDavid, the king of speed and puck control. He has faced LA in the first round in 22, 23, and 24, where he won those series in 7, 6, and 5 games respectively. It's a one-sided rivalry. LA had enough of losing in the first round and brought in coach Jim Hiller, who scrapped the 1-3-1 neutral zone trap in exchange for a more modern 1-2-2 neutral zone approach. The main difference in the new model is a new rush defense meant for stopping McDavid's game plan. When McDavid is building up speed, an LA forward sticks onto McDavid's back, harassing him throughout the neutral zone. When McDavid reaches the blue line, the Kings defender steps up. Here, Kempe is harassing McDavid, and Gavrikov steps up. If McDavid getting harassed from behind is affecting the play, then great, set a pick. Here's Connor Brown setting a pick on McDavid in the last 7 minutes of play. The box setup with the 1-2-2 can be danced through. The 1 had the pick set on him, so he's just going at the 2-2. So it's a chess match. McDavid wins if he can build up speed and avoid the guy behind him. LA wins if they can get a guy stapled behind him. Kopitar's solution is to attack McDavid in the O-zone and don't let him build up speed. This is exactly how the LA Kings have gone out there and shut down Connor Mac. And here's the thing, I'm thinking about it like this. Yes, Edmonton has the best player in the world. Yes, Edmonton made the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Yes, they were 1-2 goals away from winning the Cup last year. They almost came back from being down 3-0 in the finals. It was ridiculous. But Connor McDavid, once thought of as LA Kings kryptonite, is now facing a system where the Kings have implemented their own McDavid kryptonite into the structure of their neutral zone play. And it's really working. And sure, it's 2 games. Connor McDavid even went off in that first game. He was absolutely bonkers ballistic. But in game 2, he didn't really do as much as he had in the past. And now, heading into game 3 with Calvin Pickard in net, we will see whether or not LA's strategy and their structure is going to be able to take a 3-0 series lead. Now, does that answer the question as to whether or not McDavid is going to be happy to stick around in Edmonton? No, it absolutely doesn't. I'd say that, honestly, you're going to have to think about just whether or not Edmonton is going to be a contender long-term. I know Draisaitl already signed long-term as well, so that definitely helps Connor Mac. If he sees Draisaitl sticking around, and it's like, okay, I could probably stick around too. Unless McDavid really is just fed up with the way Edmonton refuses to get goaltending support and their structure and whatever. They can go from 1 game, 1 goal, 2 goals away from winning the Stanley Cup to this in a year. If they end up losing in the first round to LA, and if it's in as dominant of a fashion as we've seen the Kings dominate Edmonton in game 2, for example, then who knows what's going to happen right when Connor Mac is eligible for that extension. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Connor McDavid is frustrated with this? Do you think it's damning enough for him to not want to stick around anymore? What are your thoughts on Calvin Pickard starting today over Stu Skinner? And do you think the Kings have the upper hand here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. 9. and bye.